Welcome. This is the first part of the Python for Beginners series. Hello guys, my name is Richel Attafuah. I'm a second-year grad student reading statistics at Miami University, and I'm excited to start this Python for Beginners series. Today we'll be learning variables and data types. Let's get into it. Today we'll learn how to create and name variables. We'll learn how to work with the 4 basic data types, that is integer, float, string, and bool. We'll learn how to inspect data types and convert between these data types. What then are variables? Imagine you have a box that contains an apple or fruits or what have you. The box or that container is the variable, and whatever it is that is in the container can be a user's name, maybe a result from a calculation. All those things are like the apple in the box. So one thing you need to know is when you're picking out variable names, you have to pick out names that make sense. What do I mean by names that make sense? You have to pick out variable names that actually describe what is being stored into the variable, so that in some days to come, you know what that variable is, or someone else who picks up your code will get to understand, oh, this is what this variable means. So imagine you are storing names of people. You can name the variable names, but let's say you make it XYZ. How would you know what XYZ is later in the future? So we're going to talk more in depth about that. So all what I'm trying to say is your variable names should be clear and descriptive. So let's look at some few examples. So here we are trying to create a few variables. So here age equals 25. So you see age is descriptive. If I should come back and look at this code in 5 years to come, I'll understand what it means because age is descriptive. I know it's the age of a person. So here we have height underscore m. So trying to denote height in meters, or I could simply use just height. So that's 1.68. 1.68 is a decimal, and in Python we call it as float or floating numbers. So the name equals Richel. So you can see these, which are the quotation marks. We usually use them for strings. So we'll go deeper into that. And a student equals true is a boolean. For boolean is true or false. Strings are names, sentences. They have to be in quotation marks, because when they're in quotation marks, Python is able to recognize them as strings. So we'll go into data types in just a few seconds. So how do we check the type of a data? By just using the keyword type. So as you can see here, I did type. So I'm going to run this age equals 25, height hyphen meters is 1.68, height and underscore meters 1.68, name Richel is student true. So these, I print them out. It's going to just show them on the screen. And to check their types, I'm just going to use the keyword type. You can see that age is an integer. Class, and the age is the integer, so the class is just showing the data type, right? The age is the integer. Height underscore m is showing the floats. Name with the quotation Richel is telling us it's a string, right? And a student true is telling us it's boolean. So the core data type we're going to highlight is integer. So integers are the whole numbers. Floats are decimal numbers. String are text, right? And boolean is the true or false. So yeah. So we're going to look at a very simple example where we're going to assign x to 5. 5 is going to be in quotation. Then y equals 5 without quotation. This is just to highlight the data types. So we see that 5 with quotation when we decided to use the simple arithmetic. So star in Python is like multiplication. So we said x star 2. It repeated it twice. Why? Because Python is seeing the 5 in the quotation as a string, and not a number. So instead of 5 times 2, as we know in our basic arithmetic operation, Python is seeing the 5 here as a string because of the quotation mark. So it doubled it. It didn't do the usual multiplication we would be expecting. So it's 55, but y equals 5. It sees that 5 there as an integer. So 5 star 2, which is 5 times 2 in Python, multiplied it and gave it a 10. So this is all for the first part of the Python basis, and all what we did today is talking about the various data types: integer, float, string, and boolean, and understanding what variables are, that they are containers for storing these numbers, these values or calculations we'll be using. We'll be talking more in depth in the next video. I hope you like it. Please subscribe, share, and let's have some fun as we learn these Python bases. Thank you. See you in the next video.